Dina, this is a story we've been following for about 3 or 4 years, if I remember correctly. Shelby did a story on these girls, and they are continuing the good fight, as are their mom and dad.
Absolutely. This is a fight that's been ongoing for the last 3 or 4 years, as you said. Shelby Sheehan first covered their story back then, and we're bringing you the story this morning, again, of Addie and Cassie Hempel. They were diagnosed with a very rare childhood disease back in 2007, and this week, the girls got the chance to meet a man who is riding across the country for them in a road to discovery.
Cassie's out in front.
Oh, what keeps me going is just these kids.
It's such a pleasure to meet you. You've been watching your ride the whole way.
Greg Crawford is the Dean of the College of Science at Notre Dame. He is riding his bike across the country in 30 days to raise awareness about a rare childhood disease.
At Notre Dame, we have a Center for Rare and Neglected Diseases, and we like to fight for the underdog.
It's inspirational for us to know that we have this kind of support, all the way from, Notre Dame.
Chris Hempel's 7-year-old twin daughters, Addie and Cassie, were born completely normal. But by their 4th birthday, Chris and her husband Hugh noticed something was wrong.
Well, they started having some problems with their movements and their walking, and believe it or not, they were really having trouble pedaling their little tricycles.
After countless doctor's visits, in October 2007, the twins were diagnosed with a rare and fatal cholesterol disease called Niemann-Pick type C, a progressive condition that leads to dementia. NPC is commonly referred to as childhood Alzheimer's.
After getting over the initial shock, we decided that we wanted to fight, and so for the last few years we've just been on this mission to find treatments for Addie and Cassie and keep them as healthy as we can.
NPC only affects about 500 people worldwide, and the research conducted thus far is slim. Through the road to discovery, Crawford is hoping to kick those research efforts into gear.
We hope that the fundraising and the awareness allows our scientists in Notre Dame and all those scientists that partner with us around the country and actually the world to come up with a solution to Niemann-Pick so other families don't have to suffer.
I mean, you've got to always hold on to hope, no matter what you're told, and that's how we live every single day.
From Boston to Pebble Beach, Crawford is riding day and night for families like the Hempels.
To see the inspiration that they bring and the hardships and that you see them going through, but how much strength and hope that they have. And so it just, gives you a lot of inspiration yourself.
Here comes Addie!
And Greg Crawford will finish his journey this Friday in Pebble Beach, and this is actually the 3rd time he has gone across the country for this cause. He says each bike ride brings in about $100,000 for research for Niemann-Pick type C disease and research, and so we are certainly behind this family 100%. They have certainly been through a lot, and we're hoping that the girls do progress and that the research continues.
We attended a couple of fundraisers. I remember when this story first surfaced about the Hempel family and their fight to find a cure for this. Let me ask you this. When you were talking to her mom, Chris, did she tell you, has their disease, does it continue to deteriorate? Have they reached the bottom? Is there any progression? How are they doing?
Unfortunately, within the last year, the girls seem to be getting worse, and so she has seen their motor skills continue to decline. Their ability to speak, their ability to walk on their own has kind of gone away, and so the girls aren't doing much better, but they are starting to stabilize at this point. So we're hoping that through more research efforts, the girls will be able to progress for a little bit of a longevity, and hopefully other families in the future can get some answers as well.
All righty. We know they're not going to give up the fight, nor our mom and dad.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Dina.